this video, we are going to create this black hole. Watch till the end to make your own. So let's get started. Change render engine to cycle and viewport sample to 32 and this to 128. Color management to film it and look to medium high contrast or high contrast. You can do anything you like and subdivide this cube 9 times and press shift alt s and let me enable my screencast keys. Okay, hit smooth first, then control plus 1, go to modifier tab and press this to 1 and control it to apply. Shift alt s again, then add a cube, remove this slide, we don't need this, and head into geometry nodes workspace. And I like this setup all, and rename your original red sphere we made to cell and select this cube and tab new in geometry nodes editor. Then remove this and take your cell, place it here and search transform geometry, join this and scale you can type 0.8 and you can hide your cell. Now you have this cell in geometry nodes editor. So first of all type geometry to instance, and then duplicate elements, change it to instance, then add an integer node, connect to amount, type 64 in this. Then you can take this value and search divide, and in the down socket you can try 4.4.225, and now you can duplicate this, connect this value to down socket and duplicate index to up socket, then duplicate it again and change this to power, connect this value and change exponent to 2.5, duplicate it again and connect this again and change it to add and type value of 1, and you can search scale instances, place it here and take this value to scale. So preview it, press alt plus z, you can see there is some lens effect, and in the center it is concentrated due to our power node, and in the outer it's look really nice and it will look good at the end, you will see. Okay, so let's continue. So first of all add a realize instances node and set shade smooth and set material, and you can do sets group input and put this into group input so that we can select it from material from here. Let's select this one and you can type here lens effect and change this cube to lens. So let's disable this for now and start working on another one. So let's add the circle and scale it around 7 and then E and S to extrude and scale at same time and press 8, so it will look like this. Then you can go to shading tab and now you can here click new and delete principal shader and search emission shader, search for emission shader. Now you can search checkers texture, plug color into color, and if you using node wrangle add-on press Ctrl T and delete mapping node for now and select changes to object, and then for size you can type 0.06, looks good, yeah, and you can pull it out and it's time to add some nodes. So I have given you 2 nodes in description which you can add it from here. So copy this and take your original material and paste it here. These are just some mathematical things for a disk. Don't worry, you don't have to create one, I have given you link. So now you can take spherical coordinates here and put object into vector and match these 3. I am pressing alt and right click button, mouse right click button to drag and meet the node, but you can do it manually via like this if you are not using node wrangle, but you can enable it if you want to do it fast like me. So let's take your vector and place it into this vector. Now take this node and shift plus equal, make them arrange, some sort of arrange, and search for combine xyz and theta into y, phi into z, like that you have to connect. Then take your vector and place it here in texture, in checker texture, and it will look like this. Now you can add a multiply node, not this one, math node. Take a math node and set this to multiply and put it into combine xyz and spherical coordinate z value and change the value to something big like what should say 74, I think. Yeah, like this 74.2 looks good. It is looking some sort of good like now. And you can change this scale to 0.1 and it will look like this. And you can then enable your lens and change this to render view for better results. And now let's create our lens material which we have selected already. Let's delete default principal BHDF. Let's add a refraction BHDF. Set IOD level to 1 and we will see something like this beard artifacts. And this is because we have to increase our light parts. And go to here and you will see transmission to 12, but this is too low for our effect. And we have selected here an integer value, what you have selected is 64. So whatever you selected, if you want to do something different than me, do it. And what is your integer value? Take this and double this and type double here in transmission. So I will type 128 here and also 128 in total. Now you will see nothing. So it is working. It is hard to explain this now, but you will see in future why. So let's change back to shader editor, and now it's time to do some work in shader editor. So add a texture coordinate. I will do a sampling by pressing this, and length, vector math length. If you don't find this, search vector math and change this to length. Then take your object into the vector and connect this to your IOR node of mesh. Then add math node with th math. Set value to 1. Let's add a math node and change it to subtract and put a value of 1.4. Let's duplicate it and change this to power and enter a value of 0.5 and duplicate it again. Change this to divide and put value of 64. And now we are getting black hole light bending effect. You can see this looking cool. Now I am changing my viewport sample to 10 so that it won't be laggy. Now let's fix this sideway effect by adding layer weight node and a color ramp. Connect facing into color ramp factor and change this value to 0.9. And now you can adjust your color ramp. Flip your color ramp and add 0.771 to white value. Press Ctrl Shift right click to preview this, and this is looking nice. Dark area means there is no such a beard effect, and white area means there is such effect. So let's connect it and duplicate it and change this to multiply. And now connect your color ramp. Change this color value to 0.991 as it is too much. Now shift it to duplicate this and change this to power and set the value of 2. Now duplicate this multiply node and set the value of 2.8 here and duplicate it again and set it to power and type 1.74 in exponent. Now shift these nodes at side and add a multiply node and set this value to 22 so that we can get this effect. Now add a UV sphere and scale this to 0.1 and set it smooth. And now let's create our sphere material. And this is not a big deal, just make emission setting and set strand to 0. Now it's time to get this ring effect in our black hole. So duplicate this texture coordinate, set vector math and change this to length and connect it with map range and zoom in value to 2 and plug result into the color of refraction VHDF. Okay, so copy my values. Now scale this down to 0.5 and also screen disk down to 0.5 or 0.6. Now go to the camera settings and change this focal length to 300 so we get something zooming effect like microscope, and pull it out of the way and change clip start to 1000 so that we can see black hole clearly. And now set your camera angle whichever you like, and also click on render region so that it will render what is in region of camera. And now rotate your black hole according to you how much you like, and if your PC is lagging like me you can do it in object mode. Now I like this angle, and also change your clip start to 1 in camera. So let me adjust my camera setting. Now hide your circle from here, and also uncheck your render button and make your world strand to 0, and go to the object mode and let's add a cube. Press shift Z and scale it to 60 so that it will look like this. And now you have to align rotation according to your circle which you have made earlier, and also rename this to Accretion disk, and I don't know name so I copied it. So now you can apply a constraint which will copy its rotation of the circle. So let's do it. Go to constraint and click on copy rotation, and select your circle object as your target, and you will see your rotation has been copied. So as you can see, it is too much nodes and it will take 3 to 4 hours to make, but I have done this for you, and this is my first ever tutorial, and this is something which is very hard to make. So I am giving you this into the description. You can check this link into the description, as well as coordinate nodes which I am giving you in description, and there are in the side box I have given you values to animate if you want. And don't do it too much, it will make your scene messy, means it will not look good. So do this what I have suggested you here. So download this from description box. So let's append our accretion disk material. Make sure you have selected our accretion disk and go to append and go where you downloaded your accretion disk material, which I have given you link in description, and you will see accretion disk. Click on append and select it here, and you will see this, and wait for some time because Blender will take time to load, because it is really massive. There are a lot of things going around here, and what you see here is nothing because you have to do something. Okay, so the problem is we have to apply the scale, and we haven't done this yet. So apply your scale and you will see this. Yes, this black hole. See, and zoom your camera and take your lens and scale it down a bit so that it will look like a black hole, and you will see something like this. Now our PC is starting to black crash, very much black, and it is normal. And make sure you go to volume and click on waste and set it to 0.1 and max step to 64 so that it will look good. And these are common things, you have to do it. And now you will see some jigs and some cool detailings and all this kind of effects which we are looking. It will take a lot of time to make this accretion disk, so I have given you link, you can check this from description. Okay, so our black hole scene is ready. Now I will show you some little tricks in compositor to make it cool black hole. So let's first adjust the angle. I like this angle, and click on render image and wait for it to render. Then I'll show you some compositing tricks. Okay, so it got fine render, and this take only 1.5 hours. And I don't know, my CPU works slow and I don't have faster GPU, so this is what this is. Head to compositor and copy this value. You can do it faster than me. Here is another one which I have changed some camera angle and some value I tweaked and compositing I tweaked. Here are some results which are looking gorgeous, very beautiful. And you can add some nebulas and stars. So comment your rating, how you feel this tutorial, and if you have any problems comment me, I will reply you. And thanks for watching, see ya.